This is pretty cool, though.
YouTube.
I wish that I had a better quality.
I would have said let's use that one, but that joint's the same
Quality.
Yeah, the webcam is
really
trash. Yeah,
Apple.
Because it's like not. It may be slightly clearer, but it's still the same. Like I don't know if that's the best. We gonna be in people like, come on in the room. We gonna wait till somebody come on.
Nah, we ain't gonna be those people.
Good.
How can you tell like who's in here? Thanks. I was like, we should have wore them today. I know I saw it, but I couldn't tell like who was in there. Kanisha's in here. We should have wore them today. I literally totally forgot until like I was looking for it. But yeah.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. We're 2 days away.
2 days.
Actually, less than 2. Actually, in 48 hours from now, our reception is ending. So everybody's going home, including us.
We ain't going. We going somewhere.
Okay, yeah, you got some. Yeah, go ahead, maids of honor.
Loyal. That's all we need. That's all we need. Party of 2. Party of 4 right here. Party of 4.
Like WestCon days. Steve and the Fabulous 3. Well, the 3 and Steve. Fabulous 3 and Steve.
The Fabulous 3 don't got names?
Yeah, Fabulous. I'm the basic one, so Shaniqua.
Okay,
Tanika,
all right. Okay.
And Kanisha and
all
Steve.
Right. Okay.
Nick and Steve. And Kanisha. Niche and Steve.
Anyway, so this live, I figure that we can do this live because it'll be so much easier than trying to record and then me editing and uploading, because when am I going to have time to edit and upload, right? So I figure, a live would be so much easier because then after I end the live, it can just save right to my channel. Easy peasy, right?
That's easy.
So this live, as you can tell by the title, I don't know where the title went, but what is really like waiting until marriage. Waiting, aka no sex.
No sex like things until marriage.
Whew, child, we got 2 days. Not that we're counting down or anything, counting down to the second.
But at this time right now, we're about 35 minutes away from our destination, and at that time.
What? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so 2 days away, guys. It's been a long time coming. It has been a long time. Pretty much. So I guess we could start from the beginning, like how we came to this decision.
Yeah.
So take it away. How do we come to this decision?
Hey, today's special. Wherever you are, you made it.
Hey, yay. How do we come to this decision to wait until marriage to have sex?
Well, funny thing is, this was something we dated back in college. This is something we actually started back then, low key.
2014.
So the reasoning was, for me at least, the reasoning was different. Just because like my mindset is different, so I can't tell you what the reasoning was last time. Probably just because like, well, the girl I like, the girl I love wants to. So like we got the purity rings. I got a purity ring. She was about it. I just got it. Whatever. But so when we got back together, when we reconnected. My thoughts initially were that it was still that, like, I wasn't. We were friends. We started as friends, but even past that, I know my mindset wasn't thinking about sex. So I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it probably wasn't talked about at first because I don't feel like we didn't
Back
like.
then?
Yeah, no, when we reconnected,
Oh.
but we also weren't in situations where it was high intensity at first, or like, you know what I'm saying, outside of just like we kissed. So I don't remember where the conversation came in.
I think we may have had a conversation, but I think overall it was more so of an understanding that this is what it is. Like, there didn't need to be much conversation around it because we were here with it. Yeah. So we had that understanding, like, all right, well, this is what we're doing together.
And yes, and I feel like I feel like I think it solidified. If it wasn't already solidified, when you brought up the idea of courting. So we knew we weren't to be together, but like, I remember you bringing up the idea of courting, and in my head, if you court, then in my head, it just comes with not having sex. Like, it comes with waiting because you're courting to get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you.
Why? I'm too close? Am I too close to the camera? What is it?
Yeah, I feel like when you court, in my head, I think of the olden times or whatever.
Oh, you mean back up away from him? Go ahead, finish.
When you, when you, yeah. No, I feel like, but when I hear courting, opposed to dating, opposed to like boyfriend and girlfriend, I think of like, all right, courting leads to marriage. Mm-hmm. You know, dating doesn't necessarily say you're getting married, but courting leads to marriage. And if you're saying you're courting,
say that again.
Courting leads to marriage. Dating doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to marriage.
Hello. So check.
But dating dating could mean that, but
courting is intentional.
Yeah, courting says that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? You don't say I'm gonna court you and then I'm gonna leave you next week. So courting, it was also just like finalized, like, all right, we are waiting. We know we want to get married. We know, like, this is it. We're gonna develop what this is, but like, I don't see any trying to not be with you. I don't see any trying to be with anybody else. I just see this. So it was a decision together and not waiting. Like, it wasn't, and the difference is like not waiting with. No, we're not waiting for. So I'm not like, all right, I'll wait with you. I'll wait for you. You know, which is, people do and can perfectly, not do anything and be about it. But it's different when you're saying waiting with. Yeah. Because. Yeah, it's a joint thing. It's not like somebody just, all right, we're not gonna have sex, and you're like, okay, I really want to, but we can wait. It's like we're waiting together, so we want to have sex, of course. We want to, but we are choosing together to wait.
Yeah, that's good.
Courting.
Right, and even so, going back to the mutual understanding that we had, like, all right, well, this is what it is. What's so funny is, even before him, I was praying for my future husband, and one of them, I don't have that list. I packed it, but on the list, it said, it was like a deal breaker before the ring list. And one of those things on the list was, my future husband will have that same belief, that same understanding, and he will not touch me until our wedding night. And so that was, that's all right, we're gonna get there. But so anyway, so so I think back in 2014 when we were dating, we had that agreement. We had a conversation because I had a purity ring, and I remember the Can we go there? Are you?
Please.
All right.
Yeah. We getting married in 2 days, so.
I remember the first night we kind of like almost did we? What'd you say?
Yeah.
All right. This was back in 2014. All right.
It's back in 2014.
All right, back in 2014. The first night, like we really just flat out went. Okay. How do I say this? God, help, send help. Ooh, you hot?
I'm cool.
So, no, but seriously, back in the day, I remember that first night the first time we had sex, we were like in the midst of the act, and I was like, you saw that?
Mhm.
I was like, is that a bug?
Yeah.
It is, because little lint ain't gonna fly that much. Um, we were like in the midst of the act, and I was like, what did I say? I think I was like, can we stop? I was like,
wait, was this the hotel?
No.
No, no.
Dang! No, this isn't Penny yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yes.
That was the very first,
wow.
literally the very first time.
I forgot about that.
It was, we were in the midst of bumping and grinding.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this. Can we stop? He was okay. He was perfectly fine with it. And I'm trying to focus. In my head, I was in my head because what I used to tell myself a lot back then is, well, you already started. And I know that was a tactic of the enemy, right? Well, you in too deep now, literally.
Might as well keep
you
swimming.
might as well keep going. You might as well keep going. He ain't gonna stop, so you might as well. And I wrote a whole spoken word around that. But it's on my channel somewhere. But anyway. So I was tormented with those thoughts of, you might as well keep going. Look, you in too deep. So, but it took everything in me. You know how the Bible says that God will always give us a way out of temptation. Mm-hmm. Bro, we was deep in, and I was like, okay, just say it. I was like, can we stop? I can't do this. And he's like, oh, are you okay? Wait, like he was so like gentle, like, are you okay? Like, all right, okay. So he was completely cool with it, and we stopped, and that was that. And I think I told you afterwards, did I? About the ring?
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah. So I told him after. Thank you. And yeah, so that was back in 2014. And even, after that conversation, I mean, there were times where we went a period of time without, and then,
yeah, I think,
excuse me, after a while.
It just, yeah. And I think the last time we did it was at the hotel. And that was
They
like,
don't know about the hotel.
We had a hotel. So the last time we did it, it was funny because, well, it wasn't funny at the time, but it was strange because it's like,
it wasn't funny at all.
It wasn't. You could tell it just wasn't supposed to happen, right?
Yeah.
It was like, now I can look back at it.
Oh yeah.
Now I can look back at it, like being as
when you're trying to force something so bad.
Mm-hmm. I can look back at it because now, like, my faith is a lot higher, more in tune with Papa than I was back then. Way more in tune. So now I can look back at it and go, yo, that was God saying, nah, this is not it. Because long story short, I felt like we was grown, right? We went to the hotel, the water park hotel. Cocoa Keys. Oh, we went to Cocoa Keys. I thought I was big shot with getting a hotel room. Feel me? I got us some Four Locos. I got us some Four Locos. Or no, it wasn't Four Locos. It was Lime-A-Ritas.
Lime-A-Ritas
for the thoughts. So I got us the Lime-A-Ritas because I figured, we especially in college, you know, you get the hotel room with your girl. We get lit. You know what I'm saying? Go have fun in the pool. Come back up. So I did, you know, we had fun in the pool. Like we had our time. You know, we did a little bit of something and like experimented. But like when we got back up to the room, I don't want to say experiment like we was going to say. We were just cuddling in the pool and stuff, whatever.
All right, fast forward, please.
So we get back up to the room, start drinking a little bit. And then we proceed. Won't go sick drinking either. Like we drink a little bit, and then we proceed to like have sex. Yeah, we was in the bathroom. Only telling the location because it's important to the story. I'm not gonna, but like we were in the bathroom and we started to, you know what I'm saying, we started to have sex. And then go to the room, start drinking a little bit. And as we start to try to like continue to have sex in the room, like she had a pain. You know what I'm saying? And I think at the time I just thought
a pain. I was in excruciating pain.
And it was like we tried still a little bit and it was just bad. And then like the liquor didn't help. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like the liquor was. I thought at the time also it was the liquor. It was like, yo, baby, we shouldn't have drink. In my head, like maybe we shouldn't have drink because like she just wasn't feeling well. It just wasn't like it just was like a halt. So like in hindsight, I'm thinking back like, oh yeah, that was God saying, yo, stop. You not supposed to be chill out.
God was like, what y'all think y'all doing?
Yo, for real. And it's funny now seeing it from here because when we reconnect, because that was the last time. I think that was the last time we had sex.
Mm-hmm.
I think any other time we did anything, it wasn't sex, and it just didn't. It just didn't work. It just didn't flow. From my recollection, it didn't flow. Like, are we going there or no?
Yeah.
So I remember we were living my last year in college. I was living in this apartment, Chestnut for the Westcon people, and I remember you came by, and this one I was already thinking like you wasn't trying to mess with and rock with me, but like. So, and I think I said it because I think that was the reason why I thought it. I was thinking that was the reason back then, but now I'm like, nah, it just wasn't working because God didn't want to heaven. But I think I tried to like have oral sex with you. That sounds so cheesy. I tried to like, you know what I'm saying, eat some food, and you just were not. It was just not working. Like you were just like I can tell, I could feel that you did it. You were over it. You didn't want it to, you know what I'm saying? So from that, I think that was the last thing we've ever done.
This is not for kids.
No, it's not. Kids go sleep.
Well, then again, these kids nowadays need to hear it.
Yeah. So long story short, with that, it was just things that were just showing like it's not working. So I thought it was me. You know, I was like, dang, am I just like trash? Period. Am I just not supposed to be? Is this not supposed to be like we together? People have sex when they're together. We used to have sex. How come we don't have sex? You know, it was just all these things, and I think that was God saying, "Yo, y'all wilding, not right now."
Yeah, and even in hindsight, looking back, that those pains that I was having was the fibroid that I got removed. Y'all, if y'all are familiar with my channel, I have a whole series on my fibroid journey. That was that pain. That was that pain. That's when I first felt that pain. I didn't know back then that that's what it was. Anyway, so yeah, that was good. That was a good summary of back in the day. So fast forward, we broke up, and no, for
Kids
real.
nowadays tell you a few things. Come here, old stuff. Come here, let me tell you something.
They really would. So fast forward, when we broke up, towards like the end of 2014, and that was that. We lost contact for years. Yeah. We did get in contact maybe like a year after. I remember you coming here and we hung out for a little. We made banana pudding and I was aggravated because you wasn't cutting the bananas right. I remember that.
Whatever you say, my darling. I don't.
I remember that, but literally we were strictly just friends. And literally, I think that was the last I saw of you. And then after like years, my grandma would still be asking, "How's Steve? Where's Steve?" I'm like, I don't know. I haven't talked to that boy in years. But so from 2014, I think we saw each other once in 2015.
And then you hit me up. You hit me up maybe a couple years before we got back because you hit me up. So you hit me up in 2017 on Instagram real quick because you said, "Yo, I heard a song."
Oh yeah, that's shuffle. When your
what are the songs? EP. And I was like, "Neat, hey, neat," and then you fell off the map. So I promise I look for you again at some point between.
It's because I deleted my Instagram.
Yeah, and I didn't realize. I was like, "There's only one bad gal." I was trying to spell bad gal neat so many different ways. I was like, "I know I'm not bugging."
Yeah. So after that, I had deleted and that's when I really rededicated my life to Christ. I deleted my Instagram. I literally like went MIA on everyone. I think I got a new number. So fast forward to 2019. That was a little high pitch, wasn't it? Fast forward to 2019 is when we reconnected. So this, I did we tell the story on YouTube? No. I don't think we told the story on YouTube. But anyways, the story is that me and my best friend were in the city that he lives in, which also happened to be the city that I worked in.
New Haven.
Shut up. You don't know. They ain't gonna come on. And then so we were at a stoplight. We were there. We were going, Kenisha. I think we were going to the beach. But it was in the summertime. This was June. And we were there. We were at a stoplight. She was driving. I was in the passenger seat. And I guess he like pulled up or whatever. Anyways, fast forward, I get home and I'm on my phone and I have an email from a phone number, a phone number saying, "Hey, were you in New Haven earlier?" And I'm looking at the phone like, who is sending me an email asking if I was in New Haven? So I text the phone number and I was like, "Who's this?" And then they were like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "You emailed me asking if I was in New Haven." And he's like, "Oh, me, it's Steve. What's up?" I was like, "Oh goodness."
But the response was very like it wasn't dry.
I said,
"No, stop. Wait, before you start trying." Listen to what I'm saying. Go ahead. The response wasn't dry. You know what I'm saying? Like your response wasn't like
I said, "Oh goodness."
Did I? Yeah, but like it was inviting as well. Like you didn't like it wasn't one of them drinks where it was like, ugh. Where it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if it was anything else, especially how I was at the time, I would have just not responded. But I was excited to speak to you.
He really did slid in emails.
Look, that's classy.
But so yeah. So we were receipt. Look, I got the receipt, Janae. I got the receipt.
Stop hoarding. Anyway. No, Janae. No, Janae. Just no.
Look, and then
really about to. Oh, you about to look for it. Yeah.
So then, like, we were texting, we were having a good conversation, just catching up and stuff. And yeah, so we were just catching up and all that good stuff. And then I think we saw each other because I worked in
the car
roomies in the chat. Roomies, all the roomies in the chat. Yes. So we were just, catching up for the next few weeks or so. Although he was trash at texting back. Like we would literally be texting and then he will text me back like 7 days later, 17th, I'm sorry. He would text me back like 6 days later, talking about trying to finish the same conversation. And I'd be like,
but did you finish it?
But I had to check you.
Wait.
I had to check you. Like,
wait. Before you did check me, not the first time though. But did you finish the conversation when I would pop up a couple of days later?
so anyway, and then. So yeah, that's how we reconnected and we became friends. We were friends literally throughout the entire summer. We were friends, straight friends throughout the entire summer. Like literally, my brother had like he was over here, and my brother is giving Promise Keeper. Yes, won't he do it? My brother was over here. He was like, oh, Steve back? I was like, no, we're just friends. And literally, I promise y'all, I could not see him anything more than just a friend. Like my eyes, I could not see it. I couldn't see it at all. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I couldn't even go there. I couldn't even like fathom.
I think they got the point. You over here not fathoming. You throwing these words and they know how serious you are. Look, I could see it. But I wasn't. Oh, look at you doing for. I don't feel this. No,
it's because you're going too hard.
No, I could see it, but also,
yes, literally, God took the veil off. He literally took the veil off because.
Yeah, I could. So for me, I could see it, but also I wasn't going to make a move. I wasn't gonna say anything because I was also like invested in a friendship too. So I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I only saw us as friends. Like, no, yeah, I understood we were friends, but like I also saw past it. But then that turned into a different level because, like, as in you come back, you see an ex, and the ex that you were really cool with too. Like, so of course I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh no, I just saw us as straight friends. No, but I respected it and then saw us as friends until it morphed into more.
Yeah. So literally, I couldn't fathom the idea of being. Don't look. I saw your pepper eyes. I really couldn't fathom. I remember the first day I met Steve. Can't believe this is really happening.
Janae, you the illest.
But I really couldn't fathom the idea of being more than friends with him and just keeping it real. Like literally, God had to open my eyes to that. So, what's that scripture? I'm not about to lie in the Bible or anything, but it says something along the lines of like, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, nor has it entered into the heart of man. Something about what God's gonna do. So literally, my eyes didn't see it until God opened them. So God needed me to be so focused on him and so focused on, all right, we're just friends and we're going to build this friendship. And then God opened my eyes when I was in Mexico. God took me, it's when I left the country and I got away. The distance allowed me to see that, wow.
Okay, get that word. Get that word. Wow. Get that word. Hold on. He might get the download.
He might be it. Yeah. He might be, and it wasn't until that distance. I was in Mexico, like looking at my phone, like, and at the same time, the two girls I was with in Mexico with, they were like, oh, something about like boo loving or something, and I was like, I'm good, like I'm good single, whatever, and I was good single. And it's so funny. Literally the year before, I was like in some sort of, I don't even know what to call it, that like situation type of thing. And I felt it in my bones that I needed to let that thing go. I just felt it because y'all know how they say the counterfeit usually comes right before the God sent. And that's exactly what happened. So anyway, so in Mexico, I was like, all right. And then when I got back from Mexico, situation shit. When I got back from Mexico, I don't look at me. I was on my way home from work, and I was asking God. I was like, all right, God, I'll entertain this idea. If this is the man that you want me to be with, then I want to see this car in front of me. I want to see this car pass me. It was a Dodge Charger. And here, like, you don't really see much of them. Like you see like Nissans or Hondas or something. So I was like, I want to see this car. And so I'm driving, and literally a Charger drives by, but it was a truck. And I was like, nah, that don't count, God, because that's a truck. God was like, oh, word. And then another Charger drove by, and I was like, but that was a different color. God, that was a different color, God. I don't know. And then literally same car, same color, same make, whatever. It was a car. It wasn't a truck. It was the same color. Drives by. I said, okay, I'll stop asking. Okay, I heard you. Heard you. Got it. But God, still with the but. But now what? But what do you want me to do? But how? I was like, God, I ain't about to say nothing. I ain't about to. If you look, if this is it, you have him ask me on a date, because I ain't about to make no moves. Nope. And what he do? Ask me on a date.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, God, I can. So yeah, that was our beginning.
Yeah.
Asked me on a date. We went to the Wax Museum in New York, and then
I will say too, what I can't see your beautiful face. No, when she checked me in the earlier, I don't know if it was the fall or the fall maybe.
What?
When you checked me on like how my texting was,
Oh
because
yeah.
I was trash with everybody, like trash with my mother, trash with anybody I speak. So like, it wasn't anything specific or specific to her, but like when she said it, I remember thinking like, dang, like I already knew I was trash, but like being called out on it, I was like, all right. And no, I think we're still friends when you said it. Yeah, we're still friends when you said it. But like I took it as like, oh, let me step it up. Did I step it up?
Yeah, you did.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I don't think I thought about it at that time as like, oh yeah, this is gonna be mine, so I gotta. But like, think about it now. It's like, yo, yeah, like, cause a man's gonna work for what he wants. A man's gonna
say that again.
A man's gonna work for what he wants.
And what else is gonna be evident? What else? He gonna be intentional in his pursuit of you. So I don't know who that was for, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Yeah, Tanika said, "Say it again, Steve."
No,
say it again.
She typed slow. She meant to say
it again. All right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
Say it again.
No, for real, a man's gonna go what he wants for it, because, even like the change in me texting her from before, like it's not like I wasn't interested, but also I was just like, well, I'm single. I think I was like newly single, not too fresh. Like I'm single, like I'm not gonna just jump right into something. I'm not gonna make myself so much of so available. So, but like when she said that, I don't know, something clicked in me, and I was just like, all right, I gotta do better. And I just made it more of a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I made it more of a and a something for me. Like I made it more of something for me to go. Nah, what's up? Like I'm gonna just boom. Because even if we remain friends, that's cool. But like you can see, for me, it's like you can also see like the energy I want to put towards you. You know, because I told you I liked her already. Like I already knew I liked her. Not sure where it was gonna go, but like I already understood that I liked her. And if this was me, let me tell you something too, because I never spoke badly. Like when we broke up years ago in 2014 or stuff, I never spoke badly about Neek. Only thing I could say, I would always be like, yo, Neek is dang, me and Neek would have been, oh, that would have been perfect if we communicated more. Me and Neek would have been perfect. Dang, like if she met the me now, because like I was a little punk when it came to relationships. Like I anybody say what they want to say, and that's it. But like, so for me, it was like we would have worked out, because me and Nick were mad cool. We spent mad time together, like we hung out. So for me, it was like it was just like she was like, I had no bad things to say about her. So when we linked back up, and Nick literally was everything and more that I didn't even, you know, that like I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, if we would have, like, she was just, you were just mad motivated. You already had so much stuff going on. You were, when we were dating, I know you wasn't rocking with school. You was about to get your master's, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff, and like you had interests, like you paint, like, you know what I'm saying? You listen to music that I was listening to, like, you know what I'm saying? There's all these things. I was like, wow. And then, you know, she just wanted to be friends. But but it's love you too, bro.
Love you, Tommy.
But it was, I don't know, it was just dope because like now think about like, yo, God works in a real smooth way. Mysterious but smooth, because it's like, bro, you were asking for all of this. You said if Neek was this and that, and if y'all this and that, then boom, and then like he delivers with more. So I had to work my way up because like
exceedingly
abundantly more. Because I had to work my way up now. You know what I'm saying? Like I capped her off. My thought of like, oh, if Neek was this and that, boom, I capped her off here. Like she was up here though. So I was, you know, I had to work my way up and realize, wow, this woman is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was just a little plug. Yeah.
Wow. So thank you.
I'm gonna get to the juicy stuff.
So yeah, what's Janae saying? Above all, yes, Janae, for real. Yeah, let's see. Let's put Tommy over here. So all right, so the juicy stuff. What's the juicy stuff? Oh, now, so fast forward to our journey now. We went on our first date on the 24th
kind of official.
Of November, and then the 28th of November, which was what, Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
He asked me to be his court partner, or however you
court date.
Courtship, if I wanted to enter a courtship. So we made that official on the 28th of November.
2019.
2019, yes. And then we got engaged on the
25th
of April, 2020.
And we knew, so like, if you don't mind, we knew. I feel like in November when we when we started courting, we already had conversations.
Yeah.
About marriage.
So that's the intentional part.
Yeah. And we knew like, all right, this is it. Which was exciting. It was mad exciting. Yo, it's exciting when you meet the person that you like.
That's a good question.
You know, you're gonna marry. I was building intimacy without the physical component. Well.
So I guess we'll get there. Get going.
Oh shoot, where will you go?
You know you'll meet.
Oh yeah, like it's cool to know. Like it's cool to know when you met your person, and like I know the saying in TV and movies go, you know when you know, but it really is you know when you know. So if you are questioning it, if you are, because I will say from past relationships and just throughout the years, I've literally noticed that I ignored red flags. So you're trying to make something work, and that gut feeling. We just learned about the gut feeling. That gut feeling, especially if you're in tune with the Father, is the Holy Spirit. Most times saying like, So I ignored so many gut feelings and went with my flesh. You know what I'm saying? It was like nah, because you know I want to be. I was a good dude, right? I want to maintain the status of a good dude. So it was like, well,
trying to mold someone.
Yeah, and usually you think that's
based on their potential.
Yeah, and usually think that, and usually you hear that from a woman.
Talk about it, Steve.
Usually you hear that from like the perspective of a woman trying to mold a man, and that's more of a outside thing. Like, well, I want him to be this. Where I feel like us men can do that too, as far as like, okay, you saw something wild and bad from your person, but you in your head go, nah. You know what?
It wasn't that
bad. It wasn't that bad. Or if it was, well, if we can be together forever, you know, people say you got to get through things. So like, this is something to get through. That
suffering aspect. Like, I need to suffer to obtain what I believe love should be.
Yeah. because it makes a good story as well. Dang, yeah, we've been through a lot. So like,
Mhm.
and I'm realizing like, yo, you don't have to. Everybody's gonna go through something.
Look,
but you don't need to. You don't need to go through unnecessary things because you're already gonna have enough stuff to go through together, even in a healthy relationship. So that stage was. Dang, I lost my point. Dang, like the word.
Suffering does not equate to love. But you know what just popped in my head?
Okay, what do you download?
Like Jesus had to suffer for us because he loved us that much.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus did all the suffering that needed to be done. So we don't have to suffer.
Tommy.
But
nah, for real. Like and
God didn't call us to suffer.
Nah, because
especially in love.
Is at all. Because like when you're with somebody, I feel like you're gonna have to tackle obstacles together, and it doesn't mean you're not gonna suffer in other ways. But like if somebody's cheating on you, if somebody's misusing your trust, if somebody's lying to you, if somebody's taking you for granted, you know what I'm saying? All these little things that sometimes we can just go, nah, it's fine. Listen to those red flags. Because I will say the reason I brought it up is because I never trusted women fully. Even Neek in our past relationship. Like I never fully I never fully trusted women because I just always felt like it was a part of me being insecure, first off, like not feeling like I was enough or I'm not the coolest guy, I'm not the tallest, I don't have the block. So it was part of that, but it was also thank you. Stop playing with me. Nah, but it was like that and then mixed with just like stuff that would happen. I haven't had one relationship prior to this round of Neek where
this round
where there wasn't some aspect of another guy involved in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So for me, I always went in things with something in my stomach, like, but I ignored it. Neek, when we met back up and I literally did not have that feeling in my stomach anymore, like at all. Like I don't like anything that was left was an insecurity of mine that I had to deal with, which wasn't hard because like Neek made it easy, but I didn't have like you didn't give me no feeling in my stomach where I was like, oh, I don't really trust. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I realized like, wow, so this is what it should have been like. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be the same way everybody else. If you have that feeling in your stomach, that pit in your stomach, like I don't really know about this person, and you recognize that you may have insecurity if that's it, and that thing is still there, it might just not be. Yeah. It might just not be the right time.
I was just about to say right person, wrong timing, because maybe there's some things in you that God needs to prune. And also maybe there's some things in that other person that God needs to prune as well. Because that's exactly what he did with us. Yeah. That's exactly what he did with us. He needed to separate us in order for us to get what each of us needed now in this season. So
Friday,
both of us bringing something to the table, both of us having some sort of transformation, so that we can walk into this season that we're walking into, so that we can walk into this promise that we're getting ready to walk into, that we have already begun walking into, and that we will solidify in 2 days. 2 days! We needed that separation. God needed to separate us in that time for this to happen, for this to happen. Yeah. We needed to be separated in that time.
Because stuff would not have worked. Yo, if we would have stayed together from 2014, we would have not stayed together. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if we would have got to this point, it would have been real rough. We would have came here with scars, marks. Because like you said, we had growing to do. Yeah. You had growing to do, I had growing to do, pruning to do. Yeah. Pruning to you know what I'm saying? And it's I'm glad God put it how he put it. Mm-hmm. I'm glad he marked it up this way because I feel like we became the people we are through some of the stuff and that we've been through our separation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, even with so I'm gonna say when did so let's go into the weight, so to say. So the weight has been, an ongoing journey, but let's talk about the weight of all right, let's really get so let's start with we had a good question. Oh, my phone. We had a good question on Instagram. Somebody asked if and how did we refrain from um any other forms of intimacy, so kissing, cuddling, sleepovers, etc. And so with that, we had to set boundaries in the beginning, and boundaries are so important, not just in romantic relationships, as we know, but in anything. So boundaries with work, boundaries with school, friendships, literally every area of your life, you need boundaries. If not, you're going to run yourself ragged. Or you're going to continue in the same patterns.
Yes.
If you don't have boundaries. So we needed to create boundaries early on. And one of those boundaries were we vowed pretty much no sleepovers. We are not going to have sleepovers. And what was another no? So I mean, obviously, we're like, yeah, we ain't gonna have sex until we're married. But things happen anyway.
Oh, we got anyway. You gonna quit?
No. We're gonna go through that, but thinking about like the definite no. So it was like no sleepovers. Cuddling, yeah, because cuddling, I don't know about you, but it really didn't. I don't want to say it didn't do much for me.
It just depends on the vibe.
Yeah,
like if we're cuddling and kissing.
Oh yeah.
Then it's game over.
Slow. But if we're just like like this is like cuddling. I see that as cuddling, and that that wasn't really anything like that was send me over the edge, pretty much. Yeah. Sleepovers. I knew from the very beginning. No sleepovers, because that is going to lead to some trouble.
Yo. And I appreciate that we didn't now, like, especially think about it now. I appreciate that we didn't sleep over, because it makes me appreciate that we're going to be able to sleep over.
Yeah.
And we only slept over once.
Twice.
Yeah,
when you slept here. I slept there.
This time around, I slept here.
Yep. It was the same weekend.
Oh yeah. So weekend my brother passed. Nick stayed at my crib, and then I stayed over here. And that was like, and even then the rule, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rule was there until you said I'm staying over. Mm-hmm. And I was just for support.
Yeah. So yeah, we no sleepovers, no sex. Kissing was, fine until it wasn't fine anymore. So with kissing, I'm gonna end this one. With kissing, it was fine until it wasn't fine anymore. Yeah. And with that, I'd say that heavy kissing, that
you come back.
Look, that was when I said the cuddling didn't send me over the edge. That that was a breaking point, and that sent us over the edge a few times. So I guess we'll get into like some boundaries that were broken.
Oh yeah, of course, yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's about to take mine.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was just adjusting my bed. My bad. I'm sorry. I thought I missed it.
No. So boundaries that were broken.
Sex was broken.
Yeah. So with that, we had a few slip-ups, which happens, it happens, and you find a way to keep moving forward, right?
Yeah.
Although with that, it was so hard because of I'd say for me especially, the condemnation. and you ruined it. You ruined it. It's tainted now. And it's stained. And it's not pure anymore. Oh, now you have to start over. So those thoughts flooding in like, oh my gosh, like I'm canceled. God, I know, God, I know. And the thing with God is never disappointed in us, you guys. God cannot be disappointed because disappointment means you did not know what was coming. God knows our end from our beginning. Therefore, he cannot be disappointed with us. He knew that we were going to slip up on the 4th of July.
He was like, oh, firecrackers?
He knew that we would slip up again the second time.
Around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So God knew, and he loves us anyway. And even with that, still putting out his hand, saying, get up. I got you.
Yeah. Because, that was, and I remember, I think maybe the first or second time, like the after, I think it was the first time, it was definitely guilt as well, because also seeing you, because it was funny because we just talked about, like, we probably just read some scripture, just talked about something where, like, God forgives, and then, like, we slipped up. And then I know your reaction was like quiet. It was cool, and it was quiet, and then, like, what I'm saying, some tears came, and he was talking about what it was. And
I was so hurt.
Yeah, because it was like, so dang. Hurt. And it's like we had to realize after a while, like, we're not like you say, we're not canceled. Like, God doesn't just take it away from us. Like, yes, we could have just slipped into, well, baby, look, we getting married, right?
Right, like, oh, well, like, we did it. We might as well keep going.
But it was like, I feel like that was a good, that happening, because, like, for that happening, it's not like we jumped back into it 2 days later, 3 days later. Like, the next slip up didn't happen for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And within that first 6 months, I mean, within that first time, between that and the second time that happened, like, we did set more boundaries. We realized that kissing heavily does do something. So we was like, all right, well, we have stages. I think it was like, all right, well, we can't kiss heavy. Keep it here.
So so that's boundary. So that we had implemented that boundary of only tap kisses, no heavy kissing, just tap kisses. And then the tap kisses, they were working for a minute. Like, we were going strong with the tap kisses, and then tap kisses just they wasn't hitting. I mean, they was hitting,
and they turned into, because the tap kisses turned like hit to. Well, that's still a tap kiss. That's the, you know what I'm saying? Which it still is the tap kiss, is no tongue. But, like, also you gotta understand when you're really attracted, because, like, I feel like the idea of waiting makes it seem like everybody's perfect, great. But, like, if we're getting married, you know what I'm saying, I'm attracted to you. I'm very much attracted to you. So it's hard to. And sometimes, like, you got to realize, like sometimes you're just like, dang, yo, like, and then you fall into,
right,
because you fall into the stuff that you didn't plan on falling into. And then after the second time, the reaction was a little different. It was not guilt and despair like the first time. It was more so like, all right, we slipped up, we weren't supposed to, a little disappointed, but we know this is not taking us out.
Yeah.
And I think after November.
Yeah, that was it.
Like, we tap
just a taste and a nibble, then bam,
right.
Right.
Might as well just
yeah.
take the whole cake, taste, then nibble, then
okay. But so and then so that was that, and then so we did a few times. We fasted from kissing a few times in the fall. Like, we would do like 15 days, 30 days. We had to fast from kissing. because kissing was one of our triggers. Kissing was the thing that pushed us over the edge.
It was that one pull from the lawnmower, like it's time to go.
Okay, all right.
No, it's funny because I'm not a kisser. Like for me, kissing never was something that did it for me, and it changed with you. So it was interesting to me because I was like, kissing, like it was an interesting switch, like. But that shows it means something, like, what I'm saying? Like, that was showing me, like, yo, okay, she's something different as well, because, like you'll never get going from kissing.
Anyway. So yeah, kissing was, yeah. So I guess we'll go back up to the first question. How was it building intimacy without the physical component? I think it wasn't too bad. I think for me, it was easy because I don't think I was never really, I don't want to say I was never, but sex wasn't number one for me. Okay. So it was easy. It was easier, especially with building the foundation of friendship first. Yeah. It was easier, definitely easier. So yeah.
And friendship from prior, like I carried our friendship, and like I know it wasn't friendship how it was now, but like back in the day when we were together, like I just took that, like we were cool, we had a good time, like we always, like it was funny, like what I'm saying. So I even carried some of those memories, those thoughts into this one, which I think got me more comfortable with you quicker. And yeah, being friends was cool because like we could sit down and chill all day and laugh. You know what I'm saying? We could sit down and chill and do interesting things together. So like, and I think it's cool that sex wasn't the main thing for you in general, just like it wasn't for me. And I think that just helped because it's like, all right, well, good. Nobody here is just fiending for sex, just off the rip. If we get to a mood, then it's like, okay, but like coming off rip, it was like the interest of just being around you and doing things, especially this time around, we were interested in a lot of similar things. We were just interested in just stuff. And then even so, like my walk with God got enhanced a lot when I met you. When we got back together, we got cool, and then we got back together. I know my walk with God enhanced, so that added another level of something to have in common with you, or to speak more about, to learn, to grow from.
Right.
So like, yeah. So even now, like, when we're getting married and we have God's okay to like have sex and be intimate fully, it's like
push.
Yeah, push. Yeah, we got the push. It's just like that just adds. You know what I'm saying? It like just adds, because now we know, like, yo, we don't have to have sex to love each other,
to enjoy each other.
To enjoy each other. But now that we can add sex, it's like it adds another level, but it doesn't take away from the stuff that we already are growing currently as well.
Yeah. Do you think it would have been less difficult if you hadn't known each other in the past? I think no. I don't know. So I wanna say it's, for me, I want to say that it may have been a little more difficult because the curiosity probably would have been a little more heightened. Like, I ain't never experienced this person. But I would say, everything happens for a reason. But I wish I never got off that bus that day, senior year, high school. I wish I never got off that bus. I wish I would have just went home and not went to that boy house. I wish I just went home.
Come home to me. Come home to me. Get on that
I
bus.
really wish I didn't. I didn't. I thought I literally thought like that boy was it for me, and I thought that he was it, and I was like, well, I'm never gonna love anybody the way I love him. So I might as well. Like, I'm a senior. I don't want to go into college a virgin, so I might as well. And I did, and I wish I didn't, but it taught me some things along the way. So
yeah, shout out to that boy for not being alone. Shout out to him.
But why was I going there? Oh, so no, so I said all that to say that sorry, I had to fix my thing. I say all that to say, if I have never experienced sex, of course it would have been, maybe easier. I don't know. But I think because I have experienced it, and experienced it with you, I think that for me, it was a little easier because I know that, all right, well, I know what. Like, yeah, I know what you're working with. Like,
thought you knew. 2014,
all right, I knew what you were working with back then. I mean, I know it can only go up from there. But don't discount the test. I created the testimony.
That's a bar. Write that down, please.
Oh gosh, don't get started with her test or.
No, like for me, I don't think. Well, for me, I don't know. So I feel like Neek made me more honest about not having sex because I used to go for years at times without having sex, but it was more so. I'm being transparent now. I'm thinking, I'm humbling myself that it was more so I can say, oh yeah, I don't need to have sex. Which what I'm thinking now was kind of like a smooth plot to try to because sometimes I will test how women would react to not having sex. Because some people would be like, oh well, I can make you have sex. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm thinking, I'm like, dang. I think I was low key trying to you know what I'm saying?
You was an F boy.
I was an F boy,
wow.
a respectable F boy.
Wow.
But I remember like glorifying the fact that oh yeah, I went 2 years without having sex before, just because I knew. I also knew I was testing the water for some people, and now with you though, it's like I couldn't be fake with it. You know what I'm saying? So knowing you at this point, knowing you, or if we didn't know each other. I don't think I would have still tried to. I wouldn't try to pounce on you with sex from the jump. I think I'd have still tried to do that, but the reasoning would have been different behind it. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been I'm trying to wait with you. I'm trying to get to know you. It'd have just been okay, I'm trying to make her build up and just make her feel like she's about to get the cookie because I've been holding the cookie from her. You know what I'm saying? Where you was just nah, I want us to wait. You know what I'm saying? I want to experience because now to be able to say I'm making love to my wife.
Ow.
You know what I'm saying? No, it really does hit different because even in that time I realized dang, I thought about all the times I had sex in the past and all the situations and I'm like, it really wasn't no point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I was the type that I wouldn't want to hang if I know I just want to have sex with somebody with a woman.
So wait, the men got cookies now?
I mean, we got we got Reese's Fast Breaks. Got
Nutty Butters.
Got Nutty Butters. But yeah, I don't know. I forgot where I was at.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was good though. Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Got cookies. The next question was. It sounds like kissing became more intimate for you too because other things were off limits. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. The kissing just heightened because everything else was no.
Yeah.
No.
No. I need it.
But we haven't kissed in 58 days.
58 at 12 a.m. it'll be 59 days.
So we decided when it was, 60 days until the wedding, we said we are going to fast for 60 days. We're going to fast from kissing.
And we ain't touched. My lips been ashy ever since. We ain't touched lips at all. Yeah. Not even by mistake. Yeah. Even when we play around it like this, like it just never got. And I feel like that showed how serious you like. We've been serious, but that showed how serious you were getting even closer. Like, all right, like, come on. Yeah.
So even with that, I think that it has become a lot easier, especially in abstaining overall from sex. It has.
So Steve going home after this live? Yep. We're gonna say a prayer and I'm taking my tail home.
So I think that yeah. I think that what was I even saying? Oh, abstaining. It made abstaining so much easier because, like we talked about earlier, that kissing was that thing that took us over the edge. So you take kissing off the table, then there's no over the edge anymore, right? You're not like, I'm not like looking over the cliff like, ooh, I'm chilling. I'm back here, I'm in the trees like catching a breeze, So it was easy. The last 60 days has been
easier,
so much smoother, and I also believe that is Holy Spirit as well, because of just the discipline that we have grown in from November to now, May. That discipline that we've grown in of, you know what, we're going to say a thing and we will stick to this thing.
Yep. And we had mad fun.
Yeah.
From like the last 60. First of all, I feel like we had mad fun in general. I had mad fun with you. But like especially the last 60 days, it's just been, not to say like I didn't notice we weren't kissing, but I didn't notice because like no intimacy changed. It was, but we had mad fun. Like we do stuff, we don't do stuff, we you know what I'm saying? And it's been like, it's been cool.
We occupy our time with other things so that we're not so focused on, I want to.
Yeah, and we still like, we hold hands. We still have forms like, like
intimacy,
forms of intimacy, like touching, like always, like
physical touch, love language.
You feel me? At some point, whether it's driving, whether it's chilling, like I know I like to touch her or just have something in my hand or something, like just some part of, on you.
You just touch my shoulder.
Just but so like those things get, like, you start learning, I feel like, let me know if you agree, you start learning different forms of intimacy, different forms of showing love, different forms of like, it's because it's not like in them times she hasn't turned me on. You know what I'm saying? And those turns on could be like, she over there washing that plate. No, for real though, like wow, like dang.
I like the way she scrubbed that plate.
In a couple months, scrubbing my plate. Let me scrub your plate. But it's just like but it's that it doesn't like consume. It doesn't in a couple days. No, but it doesn't.
You gonna scrub my plate?
Oh, we scrubbing plates all day. No, but like it doesn't consume, like, but it doesn't turn into like, oh, that's all I want. It's just like I thought, like, wow, like she is turning me on. She is really like attractive in different settings. Like it's just, she could be walking, she could be driving, she could be handling her business for her company, for her business, for her practice, and it's just like you get to like see other.
It doesn't always have to be sexual.
Yeah, exactly, and you get to see. So I know I've seen things about her that like turn me on, that make me like just have more love. I'm more, I don't know if enamored is the word.
Cherish.
Yeah, I cherish.
More of a draw.
Yeah, like I'm attracted more to little things that are like I wouldn't have thought would attract me, which I think helps because now when we're in our marriage and we're having sex, after sex, it doesn't just wipe away. Like, all right, it's like after sex, oh bet, oh we about to watch Big Sky. Oh snap! Well, I'm attracted. Oh, we about to paint. Oh, you about to go speak to a client. You know what I'm saying? It's just different things that now we've learned. I won't speak for you, but that I've learned. Like, wow, like Neek is fire. So like that's why I said earlier, sex is just will be just an add on, but you are fired, period. And I'm thanking God that He made us stop, He made us fast. And I think now, I'm thinking it right now, like dang, He was open our eyes to other things about each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's important. That's why it's so important from the jump. Because sex clouds your judgment, sex clouds your vision, your sight. So you can't see certain things. Some things you will look past because the sex may be so good. Some things you will completely disregard. So like ignoring those red flags, and you can be walking and it'll be like danger, 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 and you're still walking through like you on fire and everything. You know that meme where the dog or whatever?
This is fine.
Yes, he's on fire. This is fine. You would be just like that meme. And that's because sex clouds things. Sex clouds things. It sounds very much like a diet. Yeah, definitely a diet. Yeah. But I say less diet and more lifestyle. So even go to to lifestyle change.
Sex can make people complacent.
Oh yeah. Definitely settling. Yeah.
Yeah, especially, and I think that's why. If anybody has ever been in a relationship where they had to stop having sex, and you kind of like you get complacent with not having sex, right? You get complacent with just doing stuff like that, and I feel like, or you get complacent with, well, we having these issues, but when we have sex, we make up. So like that, and it's like both of those scenarios are trash because you're letting the sex happen, and that feels so good, so you're ignoring the mess that's happening outside of it, or you are just so comfortable in just whatever you're doing that you forget to have sex and you don't want to have sex, and then like even though sex is made for marriage, you know what I'm saying, sex is also important.
Yeah, withholding is not pleasing to God.
Yeah.
So remember that.
I ain't withholding nothing. but like for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can lose a spark. You know what I'm saying? And like, so I love
and
that.
Then
like,
look elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, you can definitely look elsewhere. And when you get complacent, you don't know you can get complacent to the point where like now you're comfortable in a situation that you don't follow your dreams no more.
You know what that reminds me of? That book, Addicted. And it was a movie too. It was a book first and it turned into a movie. Addicted with is that Zoe Saldana? No, I'm making that up. Anyway, Boris, was that Boris Kojo? No. Anyway, Addicted. And the girl, just Addicted, yeah. Yeah, it was Boris.
Tasha Smith and Sharon Leal.
Okay. Oh, her name was Zoe. I knew. All right. So, anyways, Addicted, and they were married for X amount of years, and their sex life became so mundane. And one thing was I think it was he refused to perform oral sex for her, and that's something that she wanted, but he didn't. He wasn't really into it. And he didn't want to like explore or try anything new. So she started looking elsewhere for that spark. She started, going to bars and meeting random men and having sex in the bathrooms because of that spark, because of that adrenaline that she would get from that. Because her reality became so mundane to her. So she started looking elsewhere for that because within her marriage, things were being withheld.
Yeah, that's important. Like that question you just put, we about to answer that too, because that is, we were just reading.
Viewed as a form of worship.
Like we were just talking something similar about that. Yeah. But when it comes to withholding, it's like somebody I don't know. I think I was in a barbershop or some place, but it was guys were talking about like when you get married, like, all right, if you don't want your, they were like, if you don't want your man to cheat, they know a lot of women who just say they withhold just because they withhold, like thinking it's the prize. And then, but when you get into a marriage, some of the women like they don't, they want you to stop being with other people, so they withhold, and then you get married. Then those women are just like, I don't really want to. I don't, and it's like it goes both ways. You can't, because like that's your person. If we're married and you say like this isn't working a certain way, can we try this? I want to try this, but like I feel like it's my duty as your husband to try it with you, because like I would hate for you to feel, because I don't think you would try to find it somewhere else, but I would hate for you to feel like you can't try or be pleased in different ways, because we're going to change. So be pleased in a new way or try a new way, because like with the person that you're supposed to do that with. Just like I don't, like if you come to me with something when it comes to that, I shouldn't be like, nah, I don't really want to. What you mean you don't want to? Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's not anything crazy that's going to like hurt somebody, and it's under, it's with consent of each other, it's just like, I feel like we should be trying different stuff all the time if somebody feels like they're trying, or they're not getting something, because like we don't want to go somewhere else to find it, because then you get it somewhere else, it's trash. Like the 80-20 rule, you think you getting it, you get, because you got your full 100% with your 80 with your wife, and 20, and then like you realize like, oh no, that's just 20%, and it's like you don't get everything. Like, so I don't feel like people should withhold at all. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it, see what's good, but like if you're just like, I don't really do that.
Yeah, definitely a compromise.
Yeah. Once heard someone say that sex within the context of marriage can be viewed as a form of worship. Yes.
Yeah.
We were just, you want to.
Yeah, so we were literally just having this conversation, and even in the book that we're reading now, Sacred Marriage by Gary Thomas.
Gary
He's the plug, man.
Yo, for real.
But in this book, he talks about how marriage itself is a tool to become closer to God. So think about the things within marriage as well. So sex within marriage is a tool to become closer to God, to refine your relationship with God, to make you a better worshiper, to make you a better a servant, make you a better child of God overall.
Yeah.
And not only does it, is it a form of worship, but it refines your character. It helps you to grow. So yes, it definitely is viewed as a form of worship, because God created sex just for that, to be experienced within the confines of marriage.
Yep, and it's it also shows. I don't know if it was in that book or something else I read or listened to, but like sex, it also shows, it's like an example of like selflessness in a sense, because the aim of having sex when you're in marriage is not to just get your own rocks off.
Right.
It's really to like please the other person, and past like a sexual place. It's like when you have sex, it's pleasing. It's like trying to find the ways to like please your person holistically. You know what I'm saying? We're having sex, and not like I just want to do this thing you like. It's like, no, like what can I do? How can I serve you in this capacity as well by having
Sorry. It was good.
By having
how can I serve you?
No, for real, but like how can I serve you, and not just it's your turn, my turn, but like literally like what can I do to make my wife feel the best she's ever felt every time? And knowing, because God didn't make sex, if God made sex just for procreation, we wouldn't feel good. He wouldn't make it feel good. He wouldn't like make it. Thank you. It's kind of parsed. Nah, but he wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it enjoyable. So when I found that out from the Bible, I was like, oh, so like it's just like when you have sex outside of marriage, it's somebody was like, it's just not. You're doing yourself a disservice by having sex outside of marriage, and most of us had it, and you're doing yourself a disservice because you're not doing it the way he wanted. And to now know that, like, wow, I could really like be my complete self. I'm not worried about.
You don't have to hold back.
Yeah, I'm not worried about trying to be the best she ever had. Like with my thoughts, like how can I do the last guy? It's like, no, take yourself out of it. So how can I please my wife? And like make that. And the challenge is, well, we can be married until we're dead. So, God keeps us here for another 70 years. How 90 years? How can I keep something going with all the mobility that he'll hopefully keep us with in 90 years? But like, how can I keep
How can
that?
I please you a little more this time?
Yes.
What can I do this time that I didn't do last time?
Yes.
How can I serve you better this time? It's like, think of like customer service at a restaurant, and your waiter comes out and it's trash service, and you don't really get, good service there with that waiter. But it's the same restaurant, right? The food comes out, it's all right, it's cool, whatever. But you like, I don't really want to come here anymore. You know what? I don't really want to come here anymore. And then the next time you want to go out to eat, you really don't have any other choices, right? All the other choices, like, yeah, I definitely don't want that. I don't want that. So you end up going to that same restaurant. You get a different waiter this time, and your experience is completely different.
Yep.
So it's almost like that. How can I serve you better than the last time you were served?
Yeah. And yes, that was perfect. That's perfect. And the thing about it is, you don't have to guess. Like, I'm realizing, like, because in marriage, in relationships, you should be doing this in relationships. But I feel like in marriage, it's our duty, and not duty in a play. We got it, but like duty, like, I'm proud to do this. Like, we can talk about it. So it's not like,
and not even we got to. I get to.
Yeah, I get to. Yes, touch me. Yeah, I get to. I get to, and it's like, how? Shoot, I lost it. Wait, I'm gonna get it back. I get to do this thing.
Welcome, Holy Spirit.
And it's like, how? Crap. Come back. Oh, what was you just saying before I get to? What were you just saying before I get to? Waiter service.
Serve you better this time.
Yeah, so serve you better than this time. Better. So, how can I serve you better this time? It's like, oh, you don't have to guess. So it's not like, how can I serve her better this time? Oh crap! I can say, because it's part of what we should be doing is like communicating. Like, hey, was that good? And not like every time was good, but like just so.
Or even refine that question. Was that good? Refine it. So, what did you like best about this experience?
Yeah. Yes.
So details. What did you enjoy the most about this?
And then asking,
what would you like more of?
Yes. And it is your partner, your spouse's duty to be honest. So if I didn't like something, I shouldn't just try to save face, but it was good. Nah, it'd be like, all right, I wasn't feeling this. Not saying I won't be feeling it at all, but like, how about we try this? Or do you have any suggestions? And we should both go in there knowing that, like, it's not for criticism.
All pride aside.
Yeah, because it's like, we are the people we're going to be doing this stuff with, period. Yeah. Why not have the best time ever? Yeah. I heard married sex is better than single people sex. Which people don't really hear, because you assume that, like, when you're married, people are like, dang, you got the same box forever? Really? Dang, that must not be. And it's like, my perspective switched when you put me on to like people like Ezekiel dude and like Christian
Ezekiel Azanu.
Yeah. And like Christians who because sex is part of marriage and it's a good thing. So like when you hear Christians talk about it, usually back in the day, it's like, you don't really hear too much, but like hearing about them now, like, yo, this is the best, because like I get to learn this woman, and I get to try to like, and I get to please this woman, and I get to learn, and she gets to we get to try this, and we get to like, it's not stale unless you make it stale.
Right. We get to experience together. Yeah.
What time is it?
It's
almost wedding time.
He wouldn't have given us certain. Right. Yeah. Exactly. So if God did not want us to experience pleasure, He wouldn't have made our parts the way He made them.
No, He would have made it like animals, where like you get in heat because you need to procreate. You're probably not thinking, I'm a goat, I need to procreate, but you're in heat. That's why we don't get in heat. That's why they have seasons for certain animals, where animals get in heat in this season. You know what I'm saying? It's because like, okay, my body function is saying I have to do this, so let me do this because I know it's for childbearing. It's only a few animal species that I heard about that have sex for pleasure. You know what I'm saying? We have sex, yes, to procreate, but we also have sex for pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's on purpose. God don't want us to be staring
and
at
most single people have sex for pleasure versus to procreate.
Yes. And it's yeah. And mind you, we've had sex
pleasing the flesh.
Yes, pleasing the flesh.
Because within marriage, it's not about the flesh anymore.
Nah.
The flesh is crucified or should be, so it's about
pleasing God.
How can I? Yes, exactly. What can I do to you to please God today?
You feel me? And it's like, yo, and I don't want nobody to think like we said in our past, we both had sex. Obviously, we're not married, so we both like outside of each other, we've had sex in our lives. So we're not speaking as if like because we're not about to get no high horse. Oh, we about to be married, so yeah, we this and that. We bet. Nah, it's just to show that like, look.
Oh yeah, definitely ovulation for a lot of people is a hot time. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Yes, it is.
Should have told me that tomorrow night. But yeah, so it's just like just to know, and we say it's to say like we're not people who waited until marriage from the jump. So so we understand this, and we're just saying this as encouragement to people too. Like not encouragement, get married with somebody until you like know the person, but understand that like sex. First off, you can't. Waiting is not always going to be a perfect situation. We have definitely had our slip ups, and then in those slip ups, understanding that and having to reassure ourselves that like, yo, God forgives and God sees past your slip ups because he sees the greater thing. But also understanding that like, yo, once you get there, like he's not gonna make it dry for you. Like he's gonna make sure
and even so not gonna make it dry for you. So even with the now we got to I will never forget. This is back to senior year in high school. And this was before I had lost my virginity. This teacher, we had this teacher, the sub, she was like a permanent sub, and she'd always be, in a classroom. And I remember her clear as day. And we were having this conversation. We were in a circle having a conversation about sex. And some of the girls like, oh yeah. And I was just sitting there like, can't relate. I don't know what y'all talk about. Like, I don't know. I can't relate. And I was like, well, here it is. I said, well, I'm going to wait until I'm married. Never have I ever had a conversation with anyone about, or has anyone had a conversation with me telling me that I needed to wait till marriage to have sex. I never had any sex talk with any parent or guardian. None, not at all. That was literally all God. And I didn't even have my own relationship with God. So for me to be like, you know what, I'm going to wait until I'm married to have sex. The teacher, you know what she said? She said, well, you have to test drive the car first before you buy it. And I was like, wow. Maybe you're right.
Wow.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I do have to.
Shout out to that teacher for being trash.
So I did, and I told you I wish I never got off the bus.
leave right after class and gets on the bus.
That wasn't right. No, that wasn't the same day. It wasn't the same day. But nonetheless, still wait, how did we get here? It was something you said. It was something you said. Dry. You said dry.
Oh yeah, like it doesn't have to be dry. Like he didn't. Having said he doesn't like he's not gonna make you wait.
Where was I going with that?
I don't know. But yeah, I was like he didn't make us wait just to bring us to the place and to be like just like stale. Like
I don't remember where I was going with that. But it's not too late. So even keeping in mind that it's never too late to start over. Even if you have slipped, even if you slipped up today.
Right now, if you're slipping up watching this live, please, I mean, that's kind of.
It is never too late to start over. You can begin again. God's grace is new each morning. So you can begin again at any given moment. And God is so nice. God is so nice. in the way, how he treats us, how he handles us with care, right? This is God's hand, and this is us in his hand. So how God handles us with care, he treats us so nice. And God, I was watching a live yesterday. Ezekiel was live with those guys that he's usually live with. And they were talking about like how God is just so forgiving, and how he literally goes against his nature. So God is if God knows our end from our beginning, and his nature is that I know all, I see all, and God is saying, I will forget your sin. I will remember your sin no more. I will throw your sin into the sea of forgetfulness. That's God going against his nature. If his nature is to know all, to see all, to remember. Yeah. I will forgive this sin. I will not even forget. I will not even remember it. I won't remember this thing that you did. If you come to me and you repent, I will literally forget it. Yeah. And I won't bring it back up. That's the thing with God. God does not throw things back in our face. So if that is happening to you, know that is not of God. Yeah. You know that is from the enemy, because God does not throw things back in our face. God does not say, you know what? Oh, well, I remember what you did. Now you asked me for something. Remember when you did X, Y, and Z? Now you want something? God's not like that. Mm-hmm. God is not like that, y'all.
No, and even this makes me think of even the topic of like masturbation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because in our walk with waiting, like masturbation was something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even realize, I think until we got together and it came up, but I'd never realized like masturbation was something that he doesn't want us to do. Right. I used to think like, oh, well, it stops you from cheating. It, can't get no blah, blah. But then even to realize, like, especially as a man who like used to watch porn, you know what I'm saying? A man who used to like lust a certain type of way, or like, cause even thinking about somebody like, yeah, it's like, you don't know how many things, how much that could spill into your spirit and spill into your relationship, spill into, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, being delivered from that, you know what I'm saying? Because like that I would hate to have still been like into porn, addicted to porn, around porn, trying to start a marriage with you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because that also goes against, because now I'm blocking out the fullness of what and who you are and who God needs you to be for me, especially in the bedroom, by all these other things. So like sometimes the distractions come from outwardly places, you know what I'm saying? And the world is definitely telling us, masturbation is fine. You know what I'm saying? It's perfectly fine, but like sometimes you don't realize that like that is also something that can get in the way. You know what I'm saying? So this is for anybody who may be dealing with that, but like wants to be on I feel like the path to, whether you're like on our path being engaged in waiting, but like, and you're waiting, if you're trying to wait, I would just encourage you to if you're masturbating or whatever, to pray about it, because like I know that definitely hindered my walk in certain times. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to for something like, for a walk like this, like I don't want to mess it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to poison anything, that the fullness of what I could be getting from God, from like little other things. So that's just encouragement for anybody. Like if you're trying to be on this walk to wait, just look into that too. If that's what you're doing, just look into that.
And even remembering that masturbation is selfish, and masturbation says nobody can do it like I can do it. So it's almost not trusting your spouse, not trusting your spouse to please you. Yeah. So you know what? Nah, it's cool. I got it. Yeah. You know what? That didn't really work for me. I got it.
Yeah, we could.
That was cool. That was cool, whatever.
Just sit here while I do it.
But I got it. So that's what masturbation says. Masturbation says you are not enough.
Yeah.
You can't do it the way I can do it.
And that's the last thing you want to hear or feel from your partner, let alone your spouse.
Right. It says, you know what? The way God created you.
You ain't got all the keys.
Look. So it's almost like discounting what God created. Because if you are marrying the person God created specifically for you, then what does that mean? Every single part of the both of you will align so perfectly. So masturbation says something is wrong here. Something isn't aligning. So I'm going to do it myself. Taking things literally into your own hands.
Yeah. Yo, that's a word.
Oh gosh, we've been out here for an hour and a half.
Yo, shout out to the consistent 4 and 5 people who have been up here. Yeah. Shout out to today's special. Shout out to Tanika Campbell. Oh, Ariel popped in this joint. Shout out to Kanisha Gomes. Shout out to. Is that it?
I know Janae was up here.
Janae. Yo, shout out to y'all for.
And whoever who said that about the cookie, the man cookie.
Oh, that was something. That was something. Long Z. But she said Steve, so I wonder if she knows it. Ariel, go ahead, Ariel.
Sorry.
Ariel. Wow, sorry. Ariel. I'm sorry, Ari. I'm sorry, Ari. I'm sorry, Ari.
Okay. So can do more talks like this in the future. Definitely the plan to do more talks like this. We've been trying to get this video done for the last, I don't know, long time. And every time so we were supposed to do it on Sunday. But the thing is, we're gonna record like on my phone and then so I can edit it and then upload it. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna have time to do all that. We're 2 days away from the wedding. I'm definitely not gonna have time to edit a whole video and upload it. So I was like, let's just go live. So yeah, thank you.
Next time you see us, next time you see us go live, what is? If it's backward, it says bride and groom. Naked right now, but
I was married now.
Yeah. See the distance? That was the Holy Spirit. Do it again. See that distance right here? This distance right here is the Holy Spirit. He said, nah.
I like the live interaction as well. I enjoyed this. I felt like, you guys were like right here and we were just having a very open, a hot conversation. Yeah. Honest, open, and transparent. Hot. Thank God for our transparency. Yes. Looking forward to more after we're married. Definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to more talks. Yeah. To more live talks after we're married. But we definitely needed to come up here and talk about before the ring. Yeah. Because it was so important. I see a lot of, testimonies on YouTube. Married people talking about what it was like waiting when they were already married. So it's like, and I know we 2 days before, but we still in it. We're still waiting. So I think that it's important with that. And I didn't see enough people in their waiting season and telling their testimony while it's being written. Written.
I mean, written too. Like if you're writing through it as you're still in it, you're still writing through the story. All right.
Okay, I see you. I see you. Yeah. One more question. How did y'all make it through that yoga video? Wait, yoga video. Oh, the koala bear challenge? The koala challenge? The James Bond theme song thing?
I don't know. Like you meant how do we make it through without getting like caught up? Or literally how we how we made it through that that move.
How we made it out alive, or how we made it out without slipping.
Yeah, because I don't remember what point in time we were there. So I feel like we might have been kissing.
Oh yeah, like
tap kiss, but like also in that point in time, I don't think we slipped up in that point in time.
Yeah, no. I think we were. Was it tempting?
I mean, I feel like it's always tempting with Neek. You know, like, yeah, it's always tempting, but I think because we knew what we were doing, you know what I'm saying? We knew we were doing something challenging the focus. We were focused. So the thought wasn't, oh, damn, I'm trying to, which I think this came from practice of not doing, like, sex not being the biggest thing in our relationship. Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, it's tempting. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there afterwards looking. I mean, I feel like it's always a level of temptation, but it's just if I acknowledge it or not, if it's being acknowledged or not. Right then, we were trying to focus on trying to get this challenge right. So,
I'm trying to think of something he said yesterday in live. He said, sin is not about the act. It's about, oh God, what did he say? He said, it's about the thought.
No, I was trying to have the Holy Spirit.
I don't know. Y'all gonna have to go search Ezekiel Azanwu, his page on Instagram, and look at the live that he posted from yesterday. Watch that entire thing. Those lives be so lit. Like, they be really speaking in there. But yeah, it's about to be midnight. It's 20 minutes to midnight. We about to exit this because, oh gosh, I have so much stuff to do. You know what? I get to. So even change your mindset instead of, oh, I got to do this. I get to. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't get to. Yeah. A lot of people don't get to make it another minute to do the thing that they wanted to do. So I get to pack my clothes right now. I get to decorate my shoes. I get to prepare.
These masks.
Oh.
I'll just bring them. We could do like a couple and I can see it and then I can just bring them home.
I get to prepare. I get to prepare with my partner for our wedding that is going down in less than 48 hours.
Yo, it is. And we're not going to see each other. So this is going to be the last time.
Our last time seeing each other until I'm walking down that grass.
Yeah.
Ooh, child.
Oh, it's all uphill from there.
Oh, stick it now.
Stop playing.
Ooh. All right now.
All right, guys.
Look, all right now.
About to get a little hot and heavy. Not really.
Hot and heavy in this word. Where my Bible at? So yeah, that was it. That's it. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any other questions that we did not hit, that we missed in this video, and you'd like to see a different video about it, let us know.
Thank you so much. Today's special.
Yes, thank you.
Who is today's special?
Thank you. I don't know.
I appreciate today's special.
Me too. Today's special is always watching my videos and commenting.
Let's go today's special. You're special today.
Every day.
Every day.
But if we missed anything in this video that you would like to know more about, definitely let us know. Leave a comment. Make sure you thumbs up this video, this live or whatever. Leave a comment. Share this video with somebody that may need to hear it. Yep. Somebody, whoever needs to hear it, will hear it. So we thank God for transparency.
Yes. And yeah, and I thank God for you.
I thank God for you.
Thank God for you.
All right, I said that.
And I said it too.
Okay.
I'm the first.
All right.
You're
first is the worst, second is the best. First is the worst, second is best, third is over there. You remember that?
No.
You never sung that?
No.
Y'all never sung that?
That's a Waterbury thing.
First is the worst, second is the best. Third is the one with the hairy chest. Fourth is the one with the treasure.
Nah, because after first, it doesn't matter. But you are
best. Thank you.
All right, guys, we're.
And you know what gives me solace? All right, guys. What gives me solace is he may not have been my first in everything, but you are my first in my birth, my last, my everything. So yeah.
Yes. All right, guys, we love y'all. Hey, Kai, we love you. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'll pick you up from school, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All
Good night, you guys.
Good night.
I can't reach.
Good night.
2 days.
2 days. Oh, wait. End? Yeah.